TeamStrub Book Reviews, Episode 3. I think I know the perfect person.
Hey there, TeamStrub. My name is Chris Gillentine, and I'm here to tell you why you should have already read Chris Strub's book. I have not been to all 50 states. I have been to 48 though, but I didn't volunteer in any of them, except for mine. But you and I know a guy who did do that, Chris Strub. And in case you've been under a rock and haven't heard, he wrote a book about it. I loved it. I think you will too. So I guess let's start by reading just a couple excerpts. All right, let's see here. He's naked except for those soft ripped jeans. Top button casually undone. Geez, he looks so freaking hot. My subconscious frantically fanning herself, and my inner goddess is... Crap. It's 50 Shades, not 50 States. Hang on one second. Okay, I got the right one now. It's called 50 States, 100 Days, the book. There are other books with similar names. Make sure you get the right one. So, in chapter 36 of 50 States, 100 Days, the book, Chris Strub found himself in Pittsburgh. So, Chris is in Pittsburgh with Steve Sassman, another great guy to add if you don't know him, and they had met up for dinner and beers and manual labor. Boy. So, they're working with the Pittsburgh Park Conservancy at Frick Park, and apparently they were assigned during this whole volunteering thing to dig up bush honeysuckle. So picture this with me for just a second. It's June 28th, it's really hot out, and Chris has been given this tool to uproot these big bushes. So at some point he's suspended in the air trying to leverage this tool, grunting and huffing and puffing, and it's just... So in the end, part really makes me laugh out loud, but in the end, they didn't end up getting all of this bush out. Apparently it's overrun, but they got some of it. And that was kind of a perfect metaphor for his whole trip. And he acknowledged that by saying the following. And this part really actually is from the right book. I might not have solved all the world's problems, but by showing up and giving it everything I had, I helped solve some of them. And hopefully, I remembered my efforts might inspire others to give it their all too. This book allowed me to ride shotgun with Chris Strub, who I believe has one of the biggest hearts of our generation. Here on Snapchat and everywhere else, Chris is retelling these stories all the time, but with this book and the links within it, you have a chance to go back to the moments when he first met these people. This book is lighthearted and fun and funny, but it's also eye-opening. It exposes what some kids in America are going through, but also what these nonprofits are doing to help. I bought this book on December 26th, according to Amazon, and that was 4 days after it was released. I waited 4 days too long. What are you still waiting for? Okay, so I want you to go to TeamStrub.com right now and buy this book. Did you do it yet? If you're still here and you're not already at TeamStrub.com, that must mean that either you've already read it or you're waiting for something. So I'm going to buy 3 of you the book. Yay! Get excited. All you have to do is come find me on Snapchat, add me, and send me a snap with why you think Chris Strub is awesome. I'm going to pick 3 people, get them the book, and then maybe you can come back and tell everybody why you think the book is awesome. Because I really think these stories are great, and I really think that all of you should experience them the way Chris tells them in this book. So yeah, I can't speak highly enough about this book or the man behind it. Thank you, Chris Strub, for having me on tonight. Always a good time. Hope y'all have a good night. Chris Gillentine out.